How you doing? Marcus Fitzgerald with you, talking Fraser Valley Bandits basketball. Back for another season, but of course, this is a season that is a lot different than really any other over the course of our lifetime. And joining me now to talk about one of the newest members of the Bandits, even though the roster is pretty much all the way turned over from last year, Malcolm DeVivier is on the line. Malcolm, thanks so much for doing this. How are you, man?
No problem. I'm doing good. Just, enjoying my Canada's Day.
Yeah, we're taping this on Canada Day. Happy Canada Day to you, by the way. How have you been able to keep your game up during this time? I know a lot of NBA players have said, hey, I can't play at home. I don't have a hoop in my driveway. What have you been doing to keep your game right?
Now, I've always been a person, I never used excuses, so I just use this time to try to elevate my game, my conditioning more first and foremost. Like every day I'll get up, go for runs. I've been doing a lot of hills, running on the hills, push-ups, sit-ups, just, any way to try to separate myself. But I said the main thing for me is like if I can just get in the best shape as I can during this time, when I come back to the game and get back on the court, everything will just be second nature.
Well, and that's the thing. You'd think it would be second nature. However, you guys are going to be in a different scenario. You're going to St. Catharines, Ontario. I know you're a Toronto guy, so you must be excited about kind of playing at home. But how much different is a situation like this going to be, knowing that you're traveling to one area and you're going to play every team there? How much different is that going to feel?
It kind of reminds me of like high school days, going for basketball tournaments and stuff like that. So it's going to be a lot of games within a little bit of days, but it's just, whatever team's going to come in, the most come in with their competitive edge and, in the most in shape and, are ready to come together for that, for that group, for that time period and just, and play good basketball. So, yeah, I'm excited. It brings me back to the old school days, and used to have like a couple games in a day or, back-to-back games. So, I'm excited to just play a lot of basketball. It's been a while, so I'm hungry to get back out there.
Well, you played at St. Mike's in Toronto. That's obviously a very good program. You're one of the best players to come out of there. What do you remember about those days the most?
Oh, there's so much memories, but remember the most is winning OFSA my senior year, 2013. Won the OFSA championship, so in Windsor, Ontario. So I have memories from that till this day. I still talk to a lot of my teammates, so that was probably the biggest moment.
And of course,
career.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, from there you played 4 years D1 ball. You played at Oregon State and then the University of Akron. Over 100 games, if I'm not mistaken. Your best memory from taking your game down south to play at that level?
Got to be the NCAA tournament, 2016. Even though we lost in the first round versus VCU, it was just a great, great experience to finally get to the NCAA tournament, especially at Oregon State. It was something we didn't do in over 20 years. So it was something, it's something we were working towards every single day, to finally achieve that goal was, it was like, it just felt really good.
Well, I can see you still got that Oregon State Beavers sign right behind you. Shot.
Yeah, I got the jersey up on the wall.
What was it like to play in the Civil War against Oregon?
Oh, one of the best rivalries you could play against. We used to really go at it, talk a lot of smack when we got on the court. So, it was just, a great experience. The environment is like no other, like that rivalry is one of the oldest. It goes back hundreds of years. So, to get out on the court and represent my school against their rivals was just an honor. So, you left it all on the floor when you got out there.
Malcolm DeVivier, the Fraser Valley Bandits, joining myself, Marcus Fitzgerald, as we set up the second year of the Canadian Elite Basketball League. Malcolm, this team is all brand new except for Merrick Klassen. We talked about having Zoom meetings with the guys. How often do you meet, and is the communication where it needs to be right
now? Yeah, I think the communication is where it needs to be. We meet a couple times a week. We talk over our game plans and so forth, but I think, it's a great group of guys. A lot of these guys have played together on former teams before, so there's a lot of chemistry I grew up playing with and just modeling my game after some of these guys I'm going to be playing with. So, it's just, it's exciting to be part of such a great group of guys, and, I'm just ready to go.
Well, I was watching some of your highlights on YouTube, and I tried to figure out, what your game reminded me of. I see a little bit of Marcus Smart in there. How would you describe the way that you play?
I'm just a competitor. I get it on both ends of the floor. I love playing defense. I can really shoot the ball. I'm athletic, so I have a little bit of everything. But first and foremost, I'm just a competitor. I leave it all on the floor when I get out there, and I just, I play for what's on front of my jersey, and I just want to make the fans proud, and just try to play my best every single time.
Well, let's chat on this one, Malcolm, and it's a bit of a different one. The NBA and the players have talked a lot about using their platform over the course of the remainder of the season in Orlando, Black Lives Matter and social justice and all that. Has there been any chatter about you guys maybe taking that opportunity to use the platform up here in Canada? Because it's not just an American thing.
Yeah. We've already like took the steps towards, using our platform, like with the media guys reached out and we all like put in a quote of what we thought, just what was on our mind on the subject. So if you look on the Instagram page for Fraser Valley, there's a couple of guys, few guys, we got our words out there, so it's just taking one step at a time and, trying to use our platform any way possible. So obviously we'll have more communication with the guys once we get together, going forth, but hopefully we could use our platform and, the best way we can to, try to push things forward.
Malcolm, thanks so much for doing this.
No problem.